Greetings, my friends. It's your Fab Pal L, and they are here with their 5000X receiver. Above that, we have the SLPC10 from 1989, 5-disc Technics CD changer. So the original components to my dad's 1970 setup were the 5000X receiver here. This has 60 watts per channel. It has the provision to run 3 sets of speakers. You have a low filter, high filter, bass, treble, mic input level and balance, volume, 2 tape loops, loudness, muting off, FM stereo only, reverse mono, and of course this really cool, I love the illuminated dial. It's absolutely fantastic. You have auxiliary, you have FM stereo, you have AM, Phono 1 and Phono 2. The next component that was also acquired in 1971 is this RA500 reverb amp. Yes, it is a real spring reverb. It provides 2 tape loops and the ability to throw a little reverb in there. I loved looking at this display when I was wee because it's very cool looking and kind of a nice little psychedelic effect there with the rainbow. So very cool. Above that is an edition that was acquired in 1989. This is the Pioneer, and that's the EQ 470, I believe. Yes, GR 470, excuse me. 7-band. Love the illuminated sliders. Also has a tape loop, which is great. A realistic switcher. There you go. You can see a better look-see at that. And it's just picking up the ambient sounds. This has the ability to change the colors of the meter, so it's highly configurable, has adjustable gain, and I really love the aesthetics of it. The green matches the green of the Sansui, so that's why it's integrated into the system. The next item we have here is a Lafayette SQL decoder for Quadraphonic records. This was specifically for the SQ proprietary matrix surround sound that was popularized by CBS in the early 70s. And I do have some SQ records that I can, use this to decode. So I've always had a fascination for Quadraphonic. I always remember asking Dad, like, oh, how does this work? And because it's they're not separate discrete channels, so it's basically, creating pseudo channels for what I understand it to be, and decoding that information. And to complete the quadraphonic effect, I have a QS500 Sansui 4-channel rear amplifier, and this QS500 actually has its own decoding system in there for QS, and then it will allow you to have its other surround modes and whatnot. So I love the view meters on here. I just have 2 of them going because it's just on rear channel operation. You can run with extra cables your fronts in there and just have a little bit more balance with that slider there. So it gives you rear volume level set, rear speakers, and as well as the balance that you need. So I really like that. This is my dad's original turntable from 1971. It is a dual 1219. It is a fully automatic turntable. 3 speeds. It also has a pitch control. It's an idler style drive. It also has, for the cartridge on the head, is the Pickering XV. So we have a 400E elliptical diamond stylus on there. I've serviced this. It was very difficult for my dad to work on it. He didn't have all of the manuals we have now online, so he would call it a mechanical blunderbuss. So that term is from the Music Box, which was a Laurel and Hardy movie, short actually, where they were literally moving this player piano, and it was just the ensuing drama of them getting it up the stairs. And then unbeknownst to the doctor, he didn't like mechanical, he called it mechanical blunderbuss. And he was furious when they had a run-in with him earlier, and then getting the piano there, the player piano, and it was purchased by his wife. So I always remember that. It sticks in my mind. And yes, there's multiple different lubricants that you can use to restore this. And the nice thing is that it's, you know, you can get in there and take care of business and whatnot. On to the reel-to-reel players. To the left is my dad's SD7000. Did a little bit of a promo on that on my channel earlier. To the right is the Akai 1730D SS for surround sound. That will play quadraphonic tapes. So it's set up to run all those 4 channels simultaneously. It only has 1 motor. It's very mechanical. It doesn't have auto reverse, but it's a fine example of a reel-to-reel tape deck. So in summation, yes, the layout has changed. I got the bigger, the little bit longer stereo stand here set up, and allowed a little bit more flexibility with getting back there, cleaning, did some cable management, took care of business. So the original components that were acquired by my dad in 1971 when he was active duty are the 5000X Sansui, the R8500 Reverb, the dual 1219 turntable, and then of course the SD7000 tape deck. The graphic equalizer was added in 1989. The Technics 5-disc changer also was late 89 when we got that, early 90. Dad loved that. That is a newer one that I acquired a couple years ago. Ours, unfortunately, did not make it through the years, but that one was like, came out of a time capsule. It was absolutely amazing. So no scratches, no nothing. And then, of course, I added the Akai, the SQ decoder by Lafayette, and then the QS 4-channel quadraphonic rear amp by Sansui, just to kind of round out the system. The speakers I am running here are the pile for the surround sounds. I have them on a little bit longer speaker wire. That is the PHQ BS62s. They have a 6.5-inch woofer and a 1-inch soft dome tweeter. The Sansui SP1500s that are underneath it, those have a 12-inch main woofer, 6.5 and 5-inch mid-range, which are called squawkers, which are fun, and 2 1-inch hard dome tweeters. It is an imported cabinet. They are very heavy duty. They are heavy, 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 over 60 pounds, I believe. And they are amazing. I did some restorative work on them. And so I have 2 sets of the SP1500s. I have the SP50s that I did a promo of earlier on my channel. And so this is the setup that I have here. And just restoring it, fixing it up early 2022. It has been a labor of love. And I've really enjoyed that. And it's an honor to, you know, do this in memoriam for my dad, who acquired this technology when he was active duty and stationed in Ubon, Thailand with the 433rd, flying F4s back in the day. So with that, I thank everybody for accompanying me during this time to review the actual components, model numbers, and in detail. But no, this is a great setup. It sounds sonically amazing. One additional component I forgot to mention is the Edifier T5 subwoofer off to the left there. It has an 8-inch woofer and roughly 70 watts of RMS output. It is very loud. For a room of this size, it's more than adequate. So total driver count for the setup, 5 drivers in each of the SP1500s, 2 drivers in the pile, and then the 1 sub. So a total of 15 drivers going on all at the same time. So it sounds absolutely amazing. It's got more than enough room-filling power in here, and these speakers are very, very, they get loud. So that's a good thing. Not that I, crank it up, but I like to be respectful of my space. But occasionally I will, get the system cooking. So with that, thank you for letting me share. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye for now. 1971. This is a dual 1219 automatic turntable. It has a Pickering. All of these were original to my dad's setup in 1971. I do have an Edifier 8-inch T5 sub off to the side, and that adds a little bit extra low frequency punch to the system. So I do have a sub in the system. One more additional component that I failed to mention is the Edifier T5 off to the left there. So it does have I want to say substitute. With that, I have 5 drivers in the SP 1500. So total driver count with this system, 5 drivers in each SP 1500, 2 drivers in the piles, and then the 1 sub. So I have a total of 15. So 2, 7, 2, 7 on the right, 2 and 5. Maths.